What is up, everybody? I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the motherfucking jump off. It's me, your homie, your cousin, your next door neighbor, maybe even your new coworker, your boy AJ Red. I'm back again with another episode of the AJ Red Show. And listen, if you have not already, went ahead and hit that goddamn subscribe bell, gone bloop, like Nene Leak's gone bloop. Yes, go and hit that subscribe bell, and to make sure that when I upload these videos or go live, you can be one of the first ones to come down here and jump in the comment section and let me know what the fuck you think about the topic or even my opinion. Also, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. The analytics say that works out pretty well when you guys do that. And last but not least, please make sure to share these videos. Look, share them with your other cousins, your friends, your family. Listen, I'm going to say it again. I know I said it once, but I'm going to say it louder for the ones in the bite. When I say cousins, I am not talking about just Afro-Americans. No, I'm talking about the Afro-Latinas, the Afro-Hispanics, the Afro-Italians, the Afro-Asians, the Afro-Chinese, the Afro-Korean, the Afro-Vietnamese. I'm talking to all of y'all. I'm like Tina Turner. I'm talking to all people, everybody. Yes, I'm talking to all my cousins, Caucasia. All of y'all, we cousins in some kind of way. Bring your ass on over here. I told you I got enough food and liquor and carrying on for y'all over here in the kitchen. Now listen, the fire marshal might be called because there's, can't have too many people. So y'all might have come on down here and behave yourself. So we got to be put on nobody's radar. But nevertheless, get your ass in here. Get in here so we can get these numbers up this year. Subscribing shall be up this year. I manifested. I already speak it into the atmosphere. I speak it into existence. Our biblio shit. Yes. Listen, I'm back again, y'all. And I have a couple of topics that I deemed worthy to come over here and discuss with y'all crazy ass. Because I know y'all up for it, right? Y'all always here for the shits, the giggles, and all that good stuff there. So listen, I compiled a list of shit that we're going to go over. And I'm just going to tell y'all what the fuck I think about it. The comment section is for y'all. Now, I come down up in there with y'all and try to make sure, I'm getting what to get with and responding to my cousins, my supporters, because I need y'all. But let's see, where do I want to go in the bag of tricks and pull out today? What do I want to pull out? First things first, y'all do know over there at Joe Olsteens, a.k.a. the Happy Pastors Church, over here in Houston, probably 10 minutes, not even from my house, on Sunday, February 11th, some crazy-ass bitch walked up in there, Janice Yvonne Marino is her name, walked up in the church with a rifle and, began to shoot in the church and whatnot, and I think she injured a couple of people. I don't know if anyone died. I think two may have died, I'm not sure. Took her stupid ass up in these people's house of worship, opened fire, wounded some people. Luckily, there was off-duty HPD that handled the situation. That went into action and blew her motherfucking cap back, They pushed her motherfucking wig back. If that wasn't disturbing enough, let me hit you with some more. The bitch had a nerve to bring her 7-year-old son with her down there to the church. And she didn't come there to pray. She didn't come to bring it all and put it on the altar. She didn't come there for Joel Osteen's corny-ass jokes, at the 2 o'clock service, because this happened at the 2 o'clock service over there. And they said she came in with a big-ass motherfucking rifle, and she came in screaming anti-Semitic words and shit like that, and she wrote some stuff on the gun. But they took her the fuck out, they blew her brains out, knocked her motherfucking ass down, and unfortunately the child was wounded, from my understanding, in the incident, in the haste of fire. She is no longer with us. She has been sent probably where she needs to be, in hell. I don't know if there's a such thing as she is down there in hell. Hopefully, honestly, that's where she at. But I'm going to give y'all my thoughts in a minute. They said that the woman also, they wouldn't say all of the shit that she screamed, all the anti-Semitic terms that she yelled out or had written on the rifle. But they did say that somewhere during the incident, she screamed out she had a bomb. And so after they took her stupid ass out, they went down there and checked her car. And fortunately, they found no bombing devices. They found no explosives or anything like that. Now, the woman she was a Palestinian female. I think her husband was Jewish. Her husband was a Jew, and she was Palestinian. Now, she also was found apparently with several aliases, both female and male. So some people are thinking that she was a trans woman. No, she is not a trans woman. I read several reports. She wasn't a trans woman. She had a husband. Even her mother-in-law spoke out about the incident, saying that when Janice or Janessia, whatever the fuck her name was, when she was on her medication, she was the sweetest person in the world. She was so loving. You know, when she was a good mother, she was a good wife, daughter-in-law, and all that shit. Well, somebody fucked around and didn't pay attention to her. Y'all didn't make sure somebody should have been over there slipping this bitch pills in her sweet tea, her macaroni and cheese, or whatever the fuck, you know, Palestinians eat, whatever their taste is, you know, their background for food. Me personally, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I'm so sorry that this happened to her. Mental illness is real. We have to address it. We know that. We know that mental illness is real. Hell, I got mental illness sitting over here half the time when I go to my mailbox looking at it, see what low-down motherfucker done mailed up in here saying balance due, receipt due. Please make, like Bugs Bunny say, please, we make payment. I ain't got time for all that shit. That gives me mental anxiety right there. I have a whole lot of things going on in my mind. I'm taking 4 fucking classes and working a full-time job and still having to pay bills. I have family issues going. I have things going on as well. So I understand. We already know that mental illness is an issue. Apparently, this bitch's issue was addressed by a psychiatrist, a physician, or whomever. They gave her medicine to take. And at some point, she deemed it worthy of not taking anymore. She deemed it unworthy. She didn't need it. And somehow she was left alone with her child. I don't know if she kidnapped and what the fuck she did, but the bottom line is, I'm not going to keep getting on this platform and keep apologizing and being sympathetic and empathetic to people that go out and take other people's lives because they got some shit going on in their own lives, in their internal. We all have shit going on. Hell, we as a people, y'all don't talk about having some shit going on, some mental issues and stress and depression and all kind of shit for more than 400, 500 years. But that does not excuse or permit us to go out and take somebody's life. I don't care whether you're black, white, Asian, Palestinian, Guinean. I don't give a fuck what your race is, what your ethnicity is. It does not make a difference to me. I feel like if you're a motherfucker that you're suicidal, most motherfuckers that suicidal don't sit around and talk all day about it, have high tea and discuss how they gonna do their shit. They gonna take care of the business. Sometimes the problem with people like Janice or Guinness, whatever the fuck her name is, I have a problem with you deciding to interrupt other people's peace, interrupt other people's lives, and include your 7-year-old son on a fucking suicide mission at a house of worship. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I thought religion played a part in it. We still really don't know her motive. The officials are already saying that. Detectives and police officers are already saying they still don't know her true motive behind going into Joel Osteen's church and opening fire at the 2 o'clock service on Sunday. But again, I say to y'all, that's why I don't even go in the house of worship. That's why I don't go over there to no tabernacle. I stay my funky ass right. This is the house of worship right here. This is the dwelling place right here. You know what I'm saying? I can worship how I want. I always tell y'all, I ain't got to have no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? When it hit me to want to holler out and scream and sing loud or just be thankful, I don't have to worry. My neighbor's probably over there thinking like, what the fuck is going on over there? Nigga must have won the lottery. No. But in a sense, I did because I won. In that moment, I recognized just in my moment of singing or coming down the stairs and looking at the things that I have and not putting so much focus on the things that I don't have, it catapults me into a moment of just being thankful for what I have and being thankful for being who I am and what I'm capable of doing. Those are those moments. I don't have to go over there to the church get all dressed up nice, put on my good Jimmy Choo cologne, you know, my good red bottoms and stuff, and go, I got a pair, and go, I got several pair, and go over there stepping into the house of worship just to show people what I'm wearing, to show people how good I look or how cute I can be, and show them my pretty praise. You know what I'm saying? My wishy-washy worship. I don't need to be doing all that. So I stay here in the confines of my own place where I have serenity. I feel comfortable. And if I'm in the kitchen and I'm looking at a YouTube video, I'm listening to Karen Clark Sheard or even Big Kim or somebody like that, you know, I don't really deal with churches anymore, and I gave you guys a list of reasons as to why. I said it several times, but that does not say that I'm not a spiritual person, that I do not believe in a higher power. I just do not believe in paying for salvation. It can't be bought. I'm tired of going to pay my way into heaven, and I don't have to go sit in this church with some people that claim to be believers when they're sitting around the church already. When the sermon hadn't even broke out, we still ain't got into a good praise break yet. And they over there talking about sister so-and-so, and she finally bringing her son to church. Why don't you go over there and welcome the young man? Tell him how glad you are to see him. How you watched him grow up and you seen him go astray. But you ain't got to even mention that part, because the motherfucker don't want to hear about their bad all the time. Talk about him being present. Make them feel welcome. And stop backbiting and tattling and all this other bullshit y'all be doing. Y'all be drinking the wine and eating the motherfucking Brits and still going back doing the same shit. But anyway, nevertheless, the bottom line is, this is why, and a lot of times since these church shootings have started, and it's so close to home, when that one happened in, I think, Austin or San Antonio or one of those little country towns, when that man went in there and shot and killed all those people, I had just left that part of, I think it was Austin. It was in Austin. Just left that same area, not the same church, doing a concert that night before, and got back here to Houston and found out there was a shooting that same night. So I understand, and I know that I'm protected in so many ways that so many people don't understand. But guess what? It's not for your understanding. It's only for me. And trust, I understand very well. But in saying that, ever since that happened, I've always been in the church, and even I can't focus on the message. I can't focus on the praise all the time, because I'm having this thought in my mind of trying to route exit plans in the church, and knowing where everything is and how I get in, and definitely how to get the fuck out in case of an emergency. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a good idea or a good feeling for me and my anxiety level to be sitting in a church and all these loud cymbals. We're making a joyful noise, but then all of a sudden we hit a rat-a-tat-tat of somebody's baseball bat or a motherfucking AFR-15, what the fuck you want to call it, rifle, telling us all to get down. I better get. They ain't coming to rob nobody and pick up the collection plate. They coming just to take lives because they feel like it, because they in their motherfucking feelings. And to sit in church for me and to have that feeling over me, and who's to say it can possibly be the same thing, but my door is locked to my home. If somebody got to work to get in this bitch, and by the time they get up in here, you rest assured, draws on or off, I'm ready for their motherfucking ass when they come in here. And I'm a light sleeper, okay? But when I put my music on and I'm twirling around this bitch or dancing up in this motherfucker and doing my thing, I'm comfortable. I'm not sitting there worried about whether somebody's going to walk in the door that's unlocked and claim to be a worshiper when they come in with a gun. They done shot the deacon and the ushers at the front door and come in and fuck around and pick the rest of us off. I don't feel very comfortable with that. And so that's one of the reasons with me and my anxiety, I still have my own praise. I'm a one person. I'm a unique motherfucker, just like the rest of us. I'm very unique. I'm just tapping into that uniqueness and making it serve me better for the higher good. And that's one of the things that I found that has made me a better person, made me bring out the better in me, that I already knew was there. But I had at some point in my life had put on this tough exterior to the point that I had been hurt by so many people in different aspects of my life till I figured, well, if I just put this out there out front, you know what I'm saying, and be this bitch up front, these motherfuckers gonna understand, don't play with me. And so it would take so long sometimes for them to see that soft core that most of them knew was there. But again, it helped me. So, and as many times I done watched Joel Osteen on this channel on Sunday mornings, I listen to him for that corny joke. I don't know what it is that I love to hear about his corny ass jokes, and I'm tickled to pieces. I'm like a 50-piece puzzle when I hear them little crack ass jokes to be given. Not cracker, I say crack ass jokes because it's a wisecrack, it's a joke. I be like a 50-piece puzzle. I gotta gather myself up because I be so tickled when I hear it. And then I do listen to his messages a lot of the time because he is very inspirational. He doesn't tell you, oh bitch, if you ain't here in the sanctuary next Sunday about 2 o'clock service, you're going to hell. He ain't telling you if you don't pay your tithes and all that, you're going to hell. He ain't talking about same-sex marriages or even the common whore and all this different stuff. He's just saying, guess what? I see you. I see what you got going on. I'm praying your strength in it and hoping it gets better. I'm hoping you're doing the same. And at some point, you're going to come out of that and you're going to be your higher self. You're going to be your greater self. I see it in you. It's there. I'm just going to sing your word. I'm going to sing your positive word that's going to help you come out of that bullshit that you're in, right? If that so be it. Or, and he's even telling you basically, if that is for you, guess what? Be blessed. Be blessed. But he's not, sending everybody to hell every chance and every sermon he gets. So, but anyway, back to the shooting. The bottom line is they knocked the bitch wig off. They killed her. I'm not saying that I'm glad the lady is dead. I hate to see a lost life. But again, you came in to take someone else's, and I figured, again, when you play stupid-ass games, you win stupid-ass prizes. And I'm thinking she was kind of banking on possibly her child being a shield for her, and they would deem the child as these Houston PD officers. Okay. Let that be a lesson for those of you who think you can use your child as a human shield. These people have good marksmen, and some of them have good range and good shooting skill. And they can sometimes pretty much, I'm sure while they were in there, doing this number here, and bang, 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 just jumping on the floor and shit, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And now I'm an officer that, thank God, in the church, I'm allowed to carry, and I brought my shit. And I know even as an officer, you probably that bitch, because I ain't gonna lie, probably as an officer in a moment like that, says, why I stay about the church, I probably would have 9 times out of 10, I'd have shot probably about 7 innocent motherfuckers trying to get that bitch and the baby. It'd have been over for both of them. And several other people, because listen, all I tell you is if you ain't involved, if I got to be involved in a thing, duck. Just do like Medea say. Bam, get down. But I'm glad that things turned out. I wish they would have turned out better, but I'm happy with the result, unfortunately. And I know it's traumatizing for everybody in that service, so I'm wishing you guys well. I will not be attending 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock service this upcoming Sunday for the duration of the year. So please, Joe, I will be attending via satellite on the telly. I will be awaiting your jokes. Moving on to the next thing. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, Lord, the governor of Florida, I call the bitch Pepe Le Pew. He done come up with some idiotic ass moronic Scandinavian nitwit idea that he was going to issue out this thing with the parents' rights situation and have the teachers send home permission slips for the parents to put their John Hancock on to authorize the educators in their areas to teach Black history. So basically, it went out to say, basically, are you interested in your child learning about Black history? And then that was, to me, the disrespectful, fucked up part. And you're doing this shit during Black History Month. It details a little further. Basically, the curriculum is supposed to talk about how slavery impacted the United States and the nation in a good way, and how it was a thing that we needed, or a thing that was. I'm trying to find a way to say this, y'all, because I'm trying to keep my composure. How slavery was a good thing for the Black people, the Black community. How slavery benefited the people. So you have all these fucked up parts in the curriculum and shit like that. And then I'm sure teachers were appalled to even see it. And one of the parents even said when she saw it, she had to take a double look and read this shit a couple of times to understand that's actually what it said. Now, I'm pretty sure this woman was of African-American descent, because typically there ain't too many over in Florida of the Caucasian descent that are going to actually go down and address this issue. There are some, but I'm just saying there's not many. I think Governor DeSantis, Ron Sant, you an asshole. You a straight dick in the booty ass bro. Because this just goes to show you again the fact that they're trying to erase our heritage. That part in which we did not want, we did not ask for, but it happened. And it continues to happen to this day. People were enslaved all over. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to say this the cleanest way, y'all, so I don't, because I told y'all I've been getting, YouTube been whooping my ass, understand? So I have to find a fine medium on the shit that I say and the shit that I do on here, because apparently I'm just a little too real at the core. But some others can get away with all kind of shit. But anyway, nevertheless, it just burns me the fuck up to sit here and see it out in front of your face that they can deny it. They don't want the negative parts of it spoken of, but they want to talk about the positive. There were no positive motherfucking effects. At least we ain't felt them. Slavery was one of the most horrible things in history to even discuss. The horrific motherfucking events that took place with slavery. People's hands chopped off. People hung, lynched, heads decapitated. Babies murdered and burned. Babies eaten, barbecued. All of this shit. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre ain't really got shit on it. The Jewish Holocaust, that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't got... We acknowledge it, but trust me, it don't pale in comparison to the shit that our ancestors went through. And you're going to sit in front of our motherfucking face and tell us that the children that we are rearing up in today's educational sector, that you choose to give them all this information on Civil War and all this bullshit that you don't mind. You don't have to send home no fucking permission slip for that now, do you? George Washington Carver, all these white elites from back then in that time, you don't mind sitting up here and saying, let's teach you about the Robert E. Lees of America. But fuck them Martin Luther Kings, because if we're going to teach you about Martin Luther King, he was a good black man. He wanted to be just what good old white folk wanted him to be. He just wanted to live in peace and harmony. And if you get down to Malcolm X, they probably going to take Malcolm X all the way out the motherfucking curriculum, because Malcolm X was not for peace. He was like, bitch, we're going to take it by force. And that's why they took his life by force. Let's go and be honest about it. There are certain people and certain moguls, certain icons that they are basically trying to erase when it comes to the Black history curriculum in the schools, which is crazy. And that's why I have so many friends that are educators, and they've been trying for years to get me into the classroom with these children. And I keep telling them, for one, I ain't playing with your kids. Okay? I'm not finna sit up and play with your kids about whooping my ass and sending me to no hospital. That's number one on the list. And secondly, when it comes to this whole, y'all don't teach cursive, these dumb motherfuckers can't even count money. They can't write in cursive. What y'all doing is going right to what y'all said y'all wanted to do, and the Rockefellers and the forefathers and all of them. They wanted a nation of thinkers. I mean, a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers. And by God, by golly, wow, they're beginning to pump them dumb bitches out. Because these kids nowadays, let's just be honest, they don't know how to write in cursive. They took that out. Half of them can't really count their money. Not, I'm talking about in cash. They can look that shit up on the Cash App and see what they work apps like a motherfucker. If education was on the phone, they got it. But in person, having to count that, I remember I was talking to my mom about this just a couple of days ago. When I was in school in elementary, we learned how to count money and balance checkbooks and shit like that. They gave you like the little plastic nickels and dimes and shit and the pennies and all that and quarters and all that shit and paper dollars. You know what I'm saying? And they sit your ass down at your desk and you got a little set of all the coins you need to make this motherfucking problem work out, right? Then you got a sheet and they talk about Lil Johnny went to the market. He had $10 and Lil Johnny spent $5.61. Bitch, you need to go. You got to be able to count that shit out with that change and that money. set it there, and count it up and put it on that paper. That's what they call word problems. These kids got app problems. They can't do what we did, and I'm not saying that they're not capable. They're some of the smartest, most intelligent ones to come out here. But the whole thing of it is, if you don't teach them, I mean, what are they learning? You're teaching them the wrong shit. All of them are into nothing but technology, which is not so bad. Well, most of them are into technology, which is, not, again, not so bad. But the bottom line is, what useful skills do they have if the fucking Wi-Fi, the internet goes down and crash? I remember seeing a commercial for cable. And the Wi-Fi had gone out in the motherfucking house. And everybody got to look around the corner and shit. The dad looking, the kids looking. The kids lost their motherfucking shit in the house. Like, they tore the house up because the Wi-Fi was out. That is what you are raising. They show you on the commercials every day what you raising, because they are raising it. They raising them by the television. They raising them by them iPads you're giving them. They raising them by these cell phones and shit y'all giving them, and iWatches and whatnot. They raising, TikTok is raising them. YouTube is raising them. Shit, I'm raising somebody's kid right about now because they ain't doing their 30s. They were here watching my goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? I've always said with children, if I was going to give my child an iPad, that bitch going to be guided by what I put on it. And you're going to be doing some educational shit. You're going to be doing math problems on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some fun shit. Bring back the Leap Pads and shit like that. What the fuck is all that y'all giving kids iPads? Take that motherfucker to a Leap Pad. Because people like Ron DeSantis, with his Pepe Le Pew, squirrel, busybody, big back, box-headed ass, that bitch don't give no fucks about your kids. He don't give no fuck about your kids. He don't give a fuck about their education, them gun laws, and none of that shit. He up in there to make America great again, since Orange Peel ain't in his chair no more. Ron and his affiliates and all the ones that's got a seat somewhere is going to do the same old goofy shit and push the same old fucked up agenda. But y'all going down there, working them old 5 and dime ass jobs, and not taking advantage of a lot of y'all. I'd be so fucking, I'm going to go ahead and speak it out. A lot of you mothers and some single fathers, y'all sitting y'all ass at home when there's education out here free to some of y'all because y'all have kids. Bitches like me that ain't got no kids, we got to pay for it. And their financial aid give it, oh, you best believe they motherfucking want it back. And if they don't get it back, bitch, you gonna sit on the sidelines like a fucked up football player that couldn't make the cut and watch everybody else go out there and play while you sit your stupid ass on that same motherfucking job for years trying to make it till you fake it. We're trying to fake it till you make it. They got grants out there. The food stamp offer the same when you go down there and sign up for them goddamn food stamps. Hey, bitch, I want to go to school for this, and this. Get into it. I have sisters that have utilized them programs. If you don't know where they are, you don't know how to get started, I keep telling y'all, use me as a vessel. Call on up in here. I'm sure to give you some motherfucking literature or some information to handle the business, but your ass got to do the work. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, we have to understand that our children are not being offered anything. They're being offered bullshit for food, for their... Bitch, I thought I heard a siren going off. I was like, is this it? One of them big old... like they be doing in China and shit. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But it was a motorcycle passing by this bitch. Scared the bejesus out of me. What was I at? I done lost my... Done fucked me up real quick for the one time. What was I... Okay, yeah. So, but they're feeding our children bullshit spiritually, mentally, education-wise. They are not giving them anything. If you're not reinforcing education at home and things and checking in with your children to see what it is that they're learning and see how it is that they're progressing, you have teachers that are out there trying their best, but they don't get paid enough. They don't have enough resources. And nobody's in their motherfucking corner like they should be. And she already got to deal with 2 or 3 other motherfuckers in here that keep throwing shit, doing all kind of other shit because they probably supposed to be on Ritalin, or they need their ass waxed one good time for the one time, and their parents ain't doing their job, but your child trying to learn something, and she sees that, or he sees that, but they cannot be effective because of lack of material and support. So if you want your child to be all that they can be and not have to be it in the Army, I suggest you sit down with their ass at some point like my parents did with us and be like, okay, look, let's check this homework, bitch. You got homework? My mama write a note to the teacher. She'll stop at the schoolhouse or call. Because I was lying. I was like, you got homework? Nope, did it in class. Now, sometimes I did. But the shit that I just didn't feel like doing, I bring that shit home and say I'll do it later. And later turns into I don't turn it in. So she was getting those complaints. So she'd go down there and link up like what that bitch ain't doing. Because when he get to the house, I'm going to make sure it gets done. If it got to be an ass lashing, or sitting at the dinner table doing whatever had to be done, you gonna get that homework done and turned in, which is I got homework to do now. But thank God she ain't around. But Ron DeSantis, I think from my opinion, you're a pitiful human being. I think that you need to get out of that chair. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there in Florida other than being a red state and helping you aiding you in your fucked up agenda and your fucked up ways, because at the end of the day, again, they don't have to sit up there and send permission slips home to learn about all this other extra shit, Civil Wars and, the forefathers and the Rockefellers and, Robert E. Lee and all these other motherfuckers. They get to learn about them sons of bitches out the gate. But I think what you're doing is fucked up. I think what they need to do is get together and vote your beady eye, big eyebrow, Bantu, not wearing, slick-headed, gel oil, cat smelling, catnip licking, goosebump looking ass the fuck out that motherfucking office, because you ain't doing shit but fucking up everything for the people except them ignorant motherfuckers over there in Florida that is helping you and that are actually pleased with the fuck. Because they got some stupid motherfuckers over there in Florida. I don't give a fuck if it's Dade County, Miami, I don't give a fuck where is it. They got some ignorant son of bitches over up in there. As beautiful as Florida is, it got some ugly motherfuckers over there. So, y'all need to get together and figure out the correct way to go through the proper channels immediately and impeach that funky motherfucker, because he ain't doing shit over there but fucking up the thing. So I wish you nothing but the worst of luck, Ron DeSantis, and all of your disciples, bitch. Moving on, what else I got up on this motherfucking paper? Because I wrote everything down. I told y'all I'm getting nowhere and I'm going to school, so I had to figure this shit out. I got plenty of shit. I got to move the fuck on. I didn't know I had so much stuff to get to. It's going to be hard to upload this motherfucking video. All right, so I know all of y'all seen the motherfucking headlines and seen the TikToks trending and everything with Shalon, Monique's oldest boy, talking shit. He said, look, I seen that motherfucking interview, mommy, that you did. He said, mother, that you did over there with Shannon Shay Sharp. And the bullshit you over there talking about, you want a relationship with me. You asking the atmosphere or the unity voice to give us a relationship and all that. He'd say even quoted a scripture out the Bible. He said, faith without work is dead. Ooh. When you hit a bitch with that one, they can't say shit. See, when I encounter people that's sitting around like my family, they probably mad in the motherfucker at me right about now, because a lot of the times they'll call me with, this ain't going right, so-and-so ain't doing this, I can't get nowhere, I can't get nothing done, everything is just horrible. My life is fucked up. Yes, it is. I agree. But what are you doing to make it better? They always just doing, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew your strength, or sit and wait. You know what I'm saying? Be of your courage and all this stuff. But at the same time, you ain't doing shit else. You can't just sit and wait. And so he's saying that she never reaches an olive branch. She never extends an olive branch. He has a daughter, that Monique. I ain't never even heard about the granddaughter. I thought she'd have been proud as fuck about that. But he's saying since she got over there with Daddy, that, got 3 more boys and pretty much say fuck him and moved on with her life. I'm going to tell you what I heard when I heard the boy talk. Because I ain't going into detail. Y'all watch the shit. I'm not going to go verbatim because I got other shit I got to cover. Y'all heard the boy. I'm going to say this about that. When I heard him speaking, I heard a man that was 31 years old. He's still hurt behind it. He's still trying to find reasoning behind why his mother did what she did. And it sounds like he is still so very open to reconciling with his mother, Monique. with getting that relationship back on the train, on the tracks. But what he's saying is he ain't about to be the motherfucker to initiate. And quite honestly, I honestly say that I kind of agree with him. If Monique, I'm talking to the priest, the high priest, and everybody out there, listen, Monique, I'm talking to you. If you really want a relationship with your son, you got to get up off of that thing like James Brown saying, get your motherfucking ass over there and talk to that boy. Don't sit over there and have no conversation with somebody not have a conversation with somebody that you brought into this motherfucking world and talk about you can take them out. I don't want to hear Monique now. At this point now, Monique, I just did a video campaigning for you when it comes to big blockheaded ass Oprah and Miss D. Tyler Perry and some of the others that have been stalling your career, advocating for you in your corner. But I'm going to tell your motherfucking ass this. I'm just like with my sisters, bitch. I build you up, take you down, and help you build back up again. Let me tell you something, bitch. Let me tell you something. Monique, baby, sweet baby, I'm talking to you. I need you to go over there to Shalon and make every effort possible to try and make this relationship work. That is your child. That is something you brought. If you can sit your motherfucking small ass around this bitch, because your head big like Oprah's too, bitch, let's go ahead and say it. You know, I love you, bitch, but I'm a dog. I'm going to do your ass just like I do all my other friends, bitch. You big-headed bitch. Let me tell you something. You can't sit your motherfucking ass over there with Diddy, because Diddy ain't done nothing for Shalon. Just like you ain't. But what you need to do is sit your motherfucking ass down and stop campaigning. And if you are, Shalon, what I will say to you is this. Your mama got a fucked up relationship with her own mama. So that trauma she's already dealing with. But what she needs to do is get somewhere and see somebody in therapy and try to work that shit out and try to fix it. Because at the end of the day, they say hurt people hurt people. So, but still, I still can't see it as to where if you have a great relationship with the three boys that you're in home with now, Monique, you're no more good than a Rolling Stone. Papa was a Rolling Stone. You can't dump that baby and partially raise him and send him off on his own business because who's his daddy? Mark Jackson, if a former NBA player, Mark Jackson. I ain't know Monique was climbing trees like that. Thinking she was, but shit. Hey, listen. Get yourself back. Bottom line is, Monique, bitch, you need to get your motherfucking self somewhere in some therapy with your mama so you can get yourself somewhere in some therapy with your son. We can't hear you out here talking all that bullshit to my how you trying to mend relationships with Tyler Perry and trying to mend relationships with Oprah, Ozempic headed ass, you know what I'm saying? And all these people in the industry. Yes, I understand that you have to make your money, but I'm going to say this to you. Fuck that shit. Let that shit die. Shut the fuck up about it. That's where I'm at, because I haven't got mad with you no more. Shut the fuck up about that shit. The shit is in the past. We understand. Now, why couldn't you just sit your motherfucking ass down and reinvent yourself and take the money you had and start over again and get your own motherfucking production company? Get to the status of Tyler Perry or Oprah and then sit around, bitch, drink a glass of Chardonnay, expensive, Cristal. And for the one time, probably you and Daddy sit around then, bitch, and smoke an expensive cigar and let us see y'all on your podcast with fur rugs and shit. Bitch, you wearing fur or silk motherfucking shit. You wearing some good shit now, but we want to see you and Daddy up there. Y'all could have been telling us how y'all made it, how the struggle was worth it because you had to endure some shit and keep your silence in order to keep your motherfucking career. But oh, now, bitch, I have enough money. I have enough money, I have enough clout, and I have enough notoriety. I can say my shit, and then you can come back and rat them bitches out. Because if you think Tyler Perry finna sit up here and write you a check for $20-some-odd million just to, for reparations on your career, or Oprah finna write you a check, friend, you need to just move on. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about offering you no kind of a public apology. It seems as though it's never going to happen. They don't have a conscience about this shit right now. They don't have no conscience about what the fuck is going on with you, what they did to you, and the reaction thereof. And quite frankly, they don't give a fuck. And like I told you, as America, a lot of people, I'm getting on their bandwagon of not giving a fuck because you still have the means to revive your career and let that shit die. They're not Breonna Taylors. You ain't got to say their motherfucking name. You ain't Destiny's Child. The work is done, my sister. We all know that there are snakes in the grass. But the issue is, everybody has their turn. Everybody that does wrong has to come back and look that shit in the face, whether they want to or not. So what you need to do is understand that the ground has been laid. The foundation has been laid already. We know what's going on with these people. We see it. We've seen it with you. We're now seeing currently with Taraji P. Henson, and we're sure that some other people in that industry, actors in Hollywood, have also met the same fate as you. But at some point, they bended to the will, they played the game, and they got through. Now, some of them still aren't where they need to be, but Monique, you had the motherfucking star power, bitch. You had the star power. You could have risen from the ashes like the Phoenix. I've always been on your team. Still is. But friend, I got to tell you like it is, how T.I. is and how that, not how W.A. was. I got to be honest with you. You say you like honest hoes, and I'm an honest hoe. I'm an honest bitch. I want to make sure I tell you the honest to God truth. I think what you need to do is focus your eyes on your career. Even though you say some people, you know, in the big names didn't help you the way they said they were going to do, there's other back doors. There's always a loophole. To me, I live my life by the means of there's always a way around the no. Bitch, you can tell me no 50,000 times. You can tell me no. 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 All I got to do is keep going. Somebody going to tell me yes. And sometimes with that one yes comes a whole plethora of yes. You feel me? And for a little fat black girl from Baltimore, as y'all say, you envision this life for you and you actually made it. Things also, even when you're dealing with the snake, you have to deal with them and be cunning. You have to deal with them with wit, precision. You have to have an idea of how you're going to do this. If you ever seen, I watch a lot of these Wild Kingdom videos and shit, National Geographic, and I watch how sometimes I look at the fact that black mambas and poisonous snakes, and even what this thing is, it's some kind of iguana-like thing, where they bite a bitch and poison, paralyze them, and then they can eat it, swallow it whole. When you watch these videos, if you see a lion and he decides he wants an anaconda, which he sometimes they don't go for, sometimes he's immature, and he does so. But in anything that they deal with when they look to take it while it's alive, they know it's watching. They know it's aware that it's there, right? Their spidey senses are just off. They see you in the hinds and in their peripherals and all. They know you're there. They know you're trying to eat their ass, right? But at the same time, they're also built and equipped with protection. And some of them, like black mamas, if they strike you once, I mean, hey, if you don't get the correct help you need, 9 times out of 10, your ass is out of there. So it seems to me that Monique, you were dealing with black mambas. But listen, let me finish the story. When that lion wants that motherfucker and he's an experienced hunter, he's going to sit and size that bitch up. He going to find an angle to go in and grab it by the neck, squeeze, crush, done. He has a meal. Now, the venom and all that shit, that if he ingests it, I don't know how that part go. But, and they typically, I don't think, really try to eat them, but I just gave that as an example. Because there are poisonous snakes that they do try to eat. But anyway, you get me the fucking going with this bullshit, right? The bottom line is you should have moved with more precision, been a little bit more sneaky, been like a lion, a cat. Observe your prey and wait. Learn your prey and learn its ways. And then when the time is right, pounce. Get their motherfucking ass, because now you found the weak spot. You know where to hit them at. But you've been going at them so long, so hard, and so much till they're like, oh, this bitch she gonna come in every different angle. Everywhere she can come in, she gonna keep talking about doing. So they pretty much, you've shown them your hand. And they don't care. They don't care. And like a black mama, they'll struck your career and turn around, and it's slowly dying if you don't do something about it and revive it yourself and get some help. And you are the help that you need. You and daddy need to hatch a plan and get that shit together. But in the meanwhile, between time, you need to get over there to Shalom and make that shit right. And getting some therapy with your mama. Because all the other shit you saying about, you know, you making stuff right with other people. You in their corner, you are there for them. And how she spoke about, too, how some family you just got to not fuck with. Now, listen, those that wronged you, I understand. You dealing with that. I get you. I get you cutting them off because it's too toxic to deal with. But your own child in which you brought into this world, there ain't nowhere in the world you can find some kind of way to deal with your son. He came out of your coochie. He came out of your puss, your birth canal. You carried him for 9 months or however, whatever length of time you carried him. You bore that child into this world. Monique, you should be ashamed. I'm sorry, friend, but you should be ashamed. There is no way in the world that this child should be sitting out here talking about he's an orphan and his mother has more means than anybody. And he said he's not hurting for shit. He got anything he needs. Fuck the wants, he said. It's not about the wants, it's about the need. He got everything he needs. But I still heard a deep cry and a yearning for a man that wants his mother, because he's been questioning, how is it that a mother, what does a relationship look like between a mother and son? I thought that was supposed to be the first woman a boy falls in love with is his mother. And it's true. And you fucked that up for him. You need to go make it right, Monique. And I don't want to hear no more about this Tyler Perry and Ozempic. No more until you get that shit handled and taken care of. Now I'm moving on. What else we got out here? Did y'all see the Super Bowl? Y'all watched? I did. Shout out to Kansas City. I told y'all Kansas City, well, I ain't tell y'all, but I told some people around me Kansas City was going to take it home. It looked a little bleak there for a moment, but god damn it, when given overtime, them bitches made do out of it. They acted like the Saints. They waited to the very end, didn't give themselves extra grace to get into overtime to fix the shit. Because at first it was going to be, what, 22-19? But anyway, let me not get into all that, because that's a whole, let me not get into that, because I'll be somewhere else. Anyway, so, look beyond the game. The halftime performance, what everybody was waiting for. They said 146.6 million motherfuckers, a billion tuned in for the halftime show. Now let me tell you, Usher came on there. Usher gave us some throwback, some good music. I think Usher need to take some more ginseng and sea moss though, and you know, I'm pretty sure that was some tiring shit, but he ought to be used to it. He over there in Vegas anyway. We won't get to that. But he did pretty good. You know, he brought us the oldest but goodest for our time. Then we went to high school and stuff on. His outfit changes were, the outfits were nice. The outfits were nice. They were cute. He still did his thing. The music was great. But the highlight I'm sure everybody's talking about and I'm waiting to get to is Alicia Keys. What the fuck happened over there to Alicia Keys? Some people want you. Wait, what? What? Some people. What was that? A broken slide. Up or down. Alicia. First of all, it was supposed to be Usher. Who invited all these other people? Now, Ludacris and all that makes sense because they rapped on the song and stuff like that. And of course, give them their due, invite them down to the thing and work with them and get them back on the scene. But Alicia Keys, even if you came in for that one song, that one, my boo, that song, you should have just came for that. Why do some people want it all? Why do we have some people want it all on there? And why weren't you, and it's clear to me that she was, as a singer, I can tell, because I'm not going to go too hard, I can tell that she was struggling vocally. Something was going on. The salt gargling, or the mints, or the whatever she was doing for, she'd been on steam or something. Something was going on. Maybe she was just coming off of a cold, or what. But god damn. Sound like yodeleo. It didn't sound right. But I know that singers do go through things, but goddamn, like my coworker said, you ain't done shit in so long. You ought to been in reserve. You ought to been practice, powerhouse, and ready. And I know they ain't had that many rehearsals that you done went and lost your voice. See, I'm thinking about the cracking her shit. Now I'm cracking in my shit. You see what happened? Good old H2O. I'm going to get fancy later. I'm going to have some Fiji water in this bitch. Anyway, but that spring water tastes good. What was I saying? But yeah, ain't none of us wanted all that night. You should have left that where it was at. You should have just come out on my boo and You know, did your thing from there and left it to Usher and Luda and the rest of them and left it alone. Your outfit was banging, body banging. Face is always on point. She was serving face all day and night motherfucking long. She got that part. And them edges has always got something mystic going on. I don't know what the fuck be going on. If they ain't swooped, they swooped around curve. They swooped around curve with a point on them bitches. They swooped all the way around. She got an Amazon swoop sometime around that bitch. That Amazon check come across the side, the front right there. I want to see her go back to them days or do one where she get that motherfucker pasted right across the eyebrow. When y'all do that one, when y'all used to get them finger waves and whatnot, or that French roll, and y'all get that little CD right there, that little record player part right there. Like you want to put the needle on the record. I used to see girls back then like that, and I want to lay that bitch down and just put a needle on it and see what was going to play. Peanut for your thoughts, bitch. But anyway, yeah, I mean, Usher did too. I mean, listen, Usher, you got too, let's get to this. You got a little too jiggy with it. You got too much going on. You got too close to the woman. You was, I mean, of course, Swiss Bees ain't have much to say about it because he know that's what his wife does for a living, and he knows 9 times out of 10 she ain't finna fuck with you because you know, let's not forget you had the rape. That fat lady and that boy that you was fooling around with was trying to sue you for having the rapes. Whoa. So we all still remember that, but I'm pretty sure, you know, Swiss ain't worried about Alicia bringing home or coming home with the hurt walk, with her legs gaped open like she been riding a horse all day and scratching down up in there. She ain't finna fuck around with that bullshit. We all know that part. At the end of the day, listen, because people are out there saying that's somebody's wife and all that. That lady is an entertainer. Her husband knows that, I'm pretty sure, and she knows how far to let it go. She knows how far to take it out there on the stage. But Usher, you need to quit grinding up on everybody. We seen your tour over there in Vegas when you was over there serenading the ladies and shit and got a couple of the bitches in trouble. You know, grinding up on them and shit, singing them into their ears. And you got Keke Palmer goofy ass in trouble with her dude. I'm pretty sure, like the meme is saying, he's sitting around Keke Palmer's boyfriend saying, see that? Look. So I was talking about, so he's doing it again. Come see. Make you want to bust your motherfucking head to the white meat. You better stop grinding up on everybody's old lady. You better get you a pocket pussy, one of them little machine things, and play with that at the house when you go on stage so you don't feel so friskitis when you get up there fucking around with the people. Because you over there doing too much burlesque, brisket bullshit. I mean, because let's not forget, when Usher came on the scene, he was famous for that video and had to cut it short where he dropped them pants and slipped them bitches back up so quick. When that little dance move, he make me wanna, oh, and he dropped them hoes and yanked them back up. I think that was a video. What was that fucking video? I used to love that video as a teen. I was sad. Gay bitch. But still, but the point I'm trying to make to you is, you see where I'm going to shit, right? You need to stop grinding up on everybody. You know, you worse than Kirk Franklin. Over there, y'all the ones that Juanita Ryan was talking about. Juanita. You know, she over there counting how many you got between your legs and shit like that doing the assignment. When she over there, she over there like, Brother Craig. She over there looking at your nuts, you know, and your dangalank. Being a dingalingus instead of preaching the word and bringing it to the people. She over there doing some other extra added ass, giggly-ocious, goofy ass bullshit. But yeah, I mean, but all in all, Usher did do a great job. He came in, I think, when they reported it, he ranked the number 18 on the list as performances, all-time performances for the halftime Super Bowl game. And it was good. Like I said, I enjoyed it. You getting old, bro. You out of breath. I don't know if you got asthma or if you got bronchitis or what, but you need to carry you around in the hill and puff that motherfucker a couple of times before you come out on the stage, because I know that's not easy work, because I'm going to tell you right now, just to be doing this number here and singing this shit, my fat ass be out of breath too, singing the highest shit. Now, you be out of breath. Let me ask you to do all that dancing and singing and shit at the same time. Eye, leg, breath, nose, throat, neck, legs, all the coordination got to be in harmony and in sync, because if something falls out of whack, you're liable to fall the fuck down. So, you know, I'm clumsy sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I can fuck it up. Especially if I done had too many, you know, Crown and Cokes, too many of them Douces, Coke with the grenadine. Yeah. And get jiggy with it then. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fuck it up now. Me and Usher both be up there fucking up the whole motherfucking scene. You heard me? I have me a pair of G-Nikes on with some motherfucking, what you call them things? Some arse supports. Some of them jail slips in that bitch to make sure, listen. I got jail shoes on my feet. I'm gonna make sure I don't squeak. Fuck the shit up. Anyway, yes, it was a performance to remember. It was really good. We all enjoyed it. Moving on to the last thing, because I know y'all tired of my ass. And I'm 55 minutes into the thing. Shannon Sharp, a.k.a. Shay Shay, say he wants to put his motherfucking meat beaters on Mike Epps. He said he wants to fuck him up for talking shit about him down there because Mike Epps went and put him in his jokes while he was over there doing his, I think his tour or his stand-up comedy over there in Las Vegas. He threw him in there. I'm like, but he been throwing you up in there. You know, he made jokes about when Cat Williams was on there, and the people he talked about, Mike Epps did. He talked about Shannon Sharp looking like Miss Netta or Big Frida. Or if he put a wig on, he damn sure gonna be turning out to be Medea's sister. And I mean, Shay Shay, hey. I can't really say I disagree with Mike Epps, because, bitch, let's be honest, bitch. Your lisp, Shannon, is you sound when Shannon gets mad, when Shannon Sharp gets mad, he sound like Miss Netta going off. You know? He sound like Miss Netta going off. Miss Netta, first of all, tell that nigga, no, look at that. First of all, when you see me again, you gonna see me again in your hometown. Somebody gonna see me, but when you see me, you gonna talk all that bullshit. And you have a slight resemblance to Miss Netta if you put a wig on. Your skin is better. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Your skin is much better than Miss Netta's, but the bottom line is you and Miss Netta could be sis bro or sis bro. Wait a minute, y'all. My computer telling me something. I got an email from work. Look. Wait. Work emails in school. But yeah, I mean, and then Madea, yeah, I can see that one. You know, if you put the right hair on, I can see Madea having a sister. I can see Tyler Perry spinning that idea. Tyler Perry, that's the idea. Mike Epps is just goofy. He likes to have fun. He meant no harm, Shannon. He's not trying to defame you. He was just making fun, having a good time. Like, he did admit to the fact that he's been saying that he's asked you to come on the show, that he's been DMing you to come on your show. He's admitted to that. He said that several times. He wants to be on your fucking show. Invite him over to the fucking show. He just want to laugh, have a good time, and wig out and be goofy just like the rest of them. He don't really want to come with no real hardcore shit, because Mike Epps, when Mike gets into that deep core of himself to be like theological or, you know, to be giving out knowledge and shit like that, it still comes off as funny, but it's very few and far in between. And when he gives it, it really means something. But other than that, he's goofy. He's just like Monique. He said he was in the same class as Monique. He didn't have a helmet on, but he was in the same motherfucking class and rode the same motherfucking short bus. Huh? So he goofy as fuck by nature. Them bitches tried to put my stupid ass in the same class that Monique was in. But thanks be to glory. Yeah! Our bibliosity. Bitch, stop playing with me. Y'all not finna put me up in there. Wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just was like Monique. The shit that y'all giving me to play with, bitch, ain't worth my time. I get that done, turn that in. I got time to play now, so I'm fuck with everything. Building blocks and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even in middle school. That was just my thing. I had to learn to keep fucking still, bitch, and do something else that was gonna mean something other than run around this bitch, running my motherfucking mouth to the other classmates that still over here working on their shit. So them bitches wanted to put me in the class with Mike Epps and Monique and the boy with the motherfucking helmet. But mama was like, no, bitch. No, you're not. We're not going to do that. We're going to discuss it and see if this little crazy bitch needs to be put over there and be on the spectrum, needs to be put in that class with the rest of them bitches over there. Hell no. Not me. But I do recall one time, I remember the bus was leaving. My bus had got to the school and broke down. And it was like, they sent trail buses, and some of the kids got on the first one, but it was already full and had some kids that they had to drop off already. So the second batch of us, them bitches gave us one or two options. Wait 45 more minutes for the long bus to come, or go ahead and head home now, ride on the short bus. Listen, what do y'all think I chose to do? What do y'all think I chose to do? I know damn well you ain't sitting there thinking, oh, that bitch sat over there and wait on that big bus to come. The big bluebird. No, bitch, I ain't waiting on the one with the Mac on the front. I got on that little short bus, bitch, and rode it with the air conditioner on. Hallelujah. They got air conditioning. How you doing? Yes. I got my bitch ass on that short bus and put that window down, let that air blow in my motherfucking face, and looked out at everybody as I pulled up in the neighborhood, and they was standing out there looking at my ass. I was the only bitch that got on that bus. The rest of man, I ain't getting on that bus. Man, listen, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna wait for the other one. I'm gonna wait for 1342 to get here. Fuck the 1342, bitch. The 975 is already here. So guess what? Saddle up, bitch. Cause we're leaving the train station in 5. Guess who's gonna be all aboard? This bitch here. You made me motherfucking right. Baby, I put one in front of the other. I did like Kim Burrell said. I picked him up and put him down and got the fuck on that bus and let it drive me all through the city. Yes. I was on that bitch. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. I pulled the fuck up in the neighborhood. I waving at everybody. I was waving at my grandma, and she's sitting out there sweeping and shit. By the time I got home, I come around to her house. She asked, now what shit was you doing on that bus? They didn't put you in the special ed class. I said, first of all, no. They thought about it, but this was extenuating circumstances. That's why I got on this motherfucker. I had to get a ride home. You wanted me to go to Bible study with you on time at 6 tonight? I needed to get home in time to get some homework done and clean this motherfucking house before Mom get home and kick my fucking ass and go to Bible study, vacation Bible school with you tonight. But yes, fuck that bullshit. But Mike Epps is basically just goofy. I really don't think he meant any harm, but he did get on there and respond to Shannon Sharp talking about putting his motherfucking dick handlers on him. He said, listen, I got greens, beans, but no, I'm just playing. He said, listen, the bottom line is I'm going to be in my hometown for the something game, for the homecoming or some shit, He's saying, you going to be there. He's saying, I tell you right now, I'm not for the shit. I was just fucking around, and yes, I did DM you. I wanted to be on the show, but I'm not for all that fighting and shit. He said, I ain't fought in years. He said, so if I ain't fighting, guess what I'm doing? Bang, 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 bang. Gonna blow his motherfucking scalp off. He gonna shoot him in that big ass motherfucking hunker-dory ass nose he got on his face. He gonna make sure. Because that boy said, because listen, I don't blame Mike Epps. Me and Mike Epps probably the same size, same stature. Now, if I got to deal with somebody like Shannon Sharp, you got me fucked up. Now, listen, I ain't for taking nobody's life, and I ain't trying to kill nobody. But I will tell you this, to make sure my mama ain't passing by the casket to visit me for the one last, shit, fuck that one. Listen, she headed over there to prison to pay me a visit. You got me fucked up. I ain't finna fight that fucking ogre. That's Medea in pants. That is the alter ego of Miss Nettard. And Shannon Sharp got some big ass motherfucking arms. And let me tell you, I can take a lick or two, but I'm old now. I ain't want nobody to punch me in my motherfucking face. If you fuck around and punch me in the face, that's gonna listen. My face, my stomach, and my nuts. That damn, they're gonna lay you in the hospital. Don't fuck with them three there. Cause for some reason, the gods have gifted me with something that says if you punch one of them hot spots, I'm subject to wig out, flash out, black out, and fuck up everything in the room. I'm like the Phoenix. I'm getting the target and any motherfucker that's around, so you better go and flee. You gonna hit a rat-a-tat-tat of aluminum baseball bat, I'll bust your motherfucking head. I'm not finna sit here and fight that big-ass motherfucking woman. Or man, what the fuck you wanna call? I'm not finna sit up here and fight Big Shay Shay. I'm not finna do all that bullshit. I ain't got time for it. I'm not a man. Y'all can see I'm over here now. My shit, look at that. I'm waving goodbye. Look at this shit. I'm over here in the gym trying to work up. I'm trying to match up to his motherfucking standard. I'm not finna fight a big old Hulk Hogan, or what is it? Hulk Hogan. Big old, I I feel like a fucking Iranian. Hulk Hogan, I wasn't finna fight no big old motherfucker like that. I come in with some razor blades and some lemon juice. I'm coming with some shit. I know I'm going to afflict you. Yes. Because I got to come in with that weight, because if you get your hands on me, bitch, you subject to take me and tie me into a Christmas bow. No. And then I got hair. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about men and men like to punch and all that stuff. Men likes to grab hair too. Trust me, I know it, not just the gay ones. Believe me. Yeah, straight men like to grab hair too. Ask them women. Ask the women. He like to grab a bitch in the back of the head by the kitchen part. No. So, with that being said, I do understand what Mike Epps is saying, and I do get the fact that he's saying, you ain't about no trouble. If you see me when you see me, we're going to have a conversation, or it's going to be some motherfucking smoke in the city from my 9. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him, because at the end of the day, the beginning of tomorrow, ain't no grown man finna sit up here and let you put your motherfucking dick riders or dick rubbers on him, and you first go back down where and you finna get on your channel and laugh about it. This is gonna be some shit that's gonna make the news. World news, nation news, because nationwide ain't on your side. Gonna fuck them up. Gonna give them what they've been waiting for. But anyway, I've been on here 1 hour and 6 minutes. I know I'm gonna have so much trouble uploading this video, but anyway, it's gonna be worth it all. I love you guys. I got to get out of here. But before I do, make sure, please, if you have not already, go ahead now and hit that subscribe bell to make sure that when I upload these videos or go live, you can be one of the first ones to jump in and join me and jump in the comments section and let me know what your crazy ass thought about my crazy ass and these motherfucking topics and my crazy ass opinion. Huh? Yes. And also make sure to hit that thumbs up button, because for some reason the analytics section loves the thumbs up button. Please make sure to, what's the other thing, y'all? What I'm missing? The comment section, I got all that. Oh, last but not least, please make sure to share. Share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with somebody you like. Share with some son of a bitch you don't give 2 fucks about. Because in the end, 9 times out of 10, I'll be the glue that brings you guys together. Last but not least, again, I love you guys so much for everything that you do for me, for coming down here, chatting it up, eating my wontons, my fried chicken, my noodle, you know, my caveats, drinking the Chardonnay, y'all drinking the Hennessy, even the sake. I'm so thankful for you guys coming down here with me and having a good motherfucking time. This is the energy I like to give y'all. And no, I ain't had shit. I ain't had nothing but coffee and water. So I got to get my funky ass and get me something to eat. I got to crack these books, because now I got four classes now and a full-time job, and I got to make it work, because failure is not an option. That's all across the board. You feel me? But anyway, I love you guys again so much for everything that you do. Make sure that you love yourselves as much as you love anybody else. Make sure that the love that you give out is the same love that you're receiving, because we don't have time for lanyard, and time is of the essence and is very precious. Okay? I love you guys. Until the next video, take care of yourselves. Love you. Peace.